I'm here at the RYA Dinghy Watersports Show 2025 with Ben McGrane of Hyde Sails. Now, we speak regularly and you've had another big year in 2024, and the Flying 15 is one of your main focuses. How did it go last year?
It was. It's been a very busy year really with the Flying 15. We started out, I suppose, with myself entering into the class at the end of 2023, and we won the Nationals, and then went straight into a development period on the sails, which has really run through the 2024 season, and it's all working towards basically the Worlds being held in the UK this year, and we're really excited about it all. We've got new product, new sails, new products, and just very excited and looking forward to a great season again in the boat this year.
You talk about the Worlds in a very light-hearted manner, but this is probably going to be one of the biggest events of the summer in the UK, so the excitement and the amount of interest in the class is huge.
I think it's one of the classes that still requires qualification, so you've got that aspect of it. You know, it's really interesting through 2024 with the qualification series and what that did for the turnouts. I think we had 55 boats racing at the Southerns down in Parkston. So it really does sort of have a build-up almost to the event, and then talking to people from the class today around the show, and it sounds like there's a really good contingent of Australians coming, and New Zealand's filled their quota. So I think it's going to be a proper World Championships.
And you've got some great names really coming into the class, people who are already strong in the other classes. So the competition is going to be fierce.
Yeah, I think you can definitely see there's a number of people coming into appearing on result sheets who are going to be coming to the event. And it's interesting as well where you can choose to qualify at the pre-Worlds. And I think there's 10 spaces available for Brits, and I think there's going to be more than 10 turning up literally at the event to try and get a berth for the main regatta.
The pre-Worlds is going to be quite some event. Yeah. We're here though on the Squib stand, and the Squibs have been a class which have a long association with Hyde Sails, and you've done quite a bit of work on the sails in the class.
Yeah, so it's been another really big focus of ours. The Squib has been a massive class for us for a number of years, and with that it becomes a point of you've had a few years and had a level of success with a certain set of sails, and so we went through a full redevelopment in 2024 on the Squib as well, which went really well. So while we had the previous designs winning at the Nationals and still showing that they're a good option, coming through to the end of the year, the new designs won the inlands, and I think we can see with that it's early days, and the tuning and the work that we've been doing alongside designing the sails. We've put a load of information out there about what's different with the designs, and that's now feeding into tuning information and how we see you should be trimming the sails on the water, and there's a whole host of new information that will go with those sails, which I think will further increase performance as we go forward. It's kind of early days really, but already it's looking pretty good.
It is one of those things, you just can't sit on your laurels with a set of sails which maybe has won the championships. You've always got to be striving for the next thing, and it looks like you've done that with the Squib.
Yeah.
Now, another class with red sails that's very close to your heart is the Mirror.
Yes.
And you've had some great success both personally and as Hyde Sails in the class, and the family very much enjoying it. And it's a real revival class there and you've got some great names who have come into the class to do that parent-child sailing. Is that continuing for you in 2025?
Yeah, it's going to be a quiet year for me in the Mirror this year, just because of Flying 15 Worlds and other things going on that are kind of clashing. But I still think the Mirror racing's a brilliant option. And this year there was a few viable world champions turning up, and the stand of the racing is sort of on the up all the time really, and it was just great that once again Hyde Sails were winning at the Nationals and winning Abersock Mirror Week, and I think we absolutely love the Mirror and everything that goes with it.
We're all wondering as parents how to make it so that our kids like sailing, not forcing it upon them, but making sure that they have fun. And have you found that's worked with your kids in the Mirror class?
I think so. It's always very difficult to not be a pushy parent, and you're always trying to balance that. But I think doing it with your kids, it's another way of going about it. Being in the boat with them, and everyone's kids are different. But particularly with our oldest daughter, we find with her that she's at her happiest when she's doing stuff with you, and it's worked really well for us. So I think it's a good option.
It's been fascinating watching how you've developed your kids in sailing and how things have gone. So long may it continue that is a good option and others following that path. Now with Hyde Sails, you're not just sails. You've got a lot of accessories that you make, covers, etc. And you've been working quite a lot on making sure that the lead times for covers and for sails are quick, so that people can get their orders and then get them through so that they can start using them. And how are things going on that front?
Yeah, I think there's an obvious change with our customer base that people are doing more stuff now. They're spending time doing all sorts of different sports, and with that, perhaps aren't as focused or organised, if you like, in terms of going, yes, I'm definitely going to do the nationals and deciding it 12 months in advance. There's a bit more of I'm going to go and do it, and last minute purchases. And so we've been working pretty hard in terms of making sure that we have the stock levels and how that works with our production to ensure that the lead times from that end are low, but then also introducing stock levels held here in the UK to make sure that we can actually supply quickly. So working really hard to make sure that the lead times on our sails, but also the covers and accessories and everything that goes with that, are as short as we can make them.
Well, Ben, it's always fantastic to catch up with you at shows and at events like we did earlier in the year at the Bloody Mary. So many thanks indeed for your time, and all the best for your own season in 2025 and for Hyde Sails and the results on the water.
Thanks, Mark.